Nando's 421 West LLC.
You ready, Bryson?
Ready?
Yep. 1 p.m. case, Charles B. Heiss, Steve Thornton, and Katie Moxley, Nando's 421 West LLC, trading as Nando's Peri Peri, 421 West Baltimore Street, Class B, beer, wine, and liquor license. Application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor license, restaurant license under the provisions of Rule 2.08, requiring $200,000 in capital investment and restaurant fixtures and facilities and seating capacity for a minimum of 75 people. Everybody testifying, please step forward and raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Good afternoon, Ms. Schreckengoss.
Good afternoon. Well, thank you. Leanne Schreckengoss with Royston, Muller, McLean, and Reed here on behalf of the applicants.
All right, and today this is a request for a new Class B license.
That is correct.
All right, you may proceed.
I'd like to go ahead and let Mr. Yeager have his 2 cents worth so we can get him out of here.
Thanks, Mr. Yeager. And Mr. Yeager, you have a letter from Ms. Bailey.
It's Tom Yeager, Downtown Partnership. Yes, I met with the applicants, and from the safety side, we had no opposition. We did email a letter of support from our economic development. I didn't know whether it made it to the folder since it went.
No, I received an email a few minutes ago. It looks like it was emailed at 11:50 this morning.
So I didn't introduce a copy.
All right, we're going to receive a letter from Kate Daly, Retail and Economic Development Manager, in support of the request for Nando's Peri Peri. It's dated today's date, March 7th, 2013. We'll receive it as the applicant's first exhibit. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yeager. Yeah, as indicated, this is an application for a new license in Baltimore City. I wanted to first introduce another exhibit, which is the manager information, which has now been, when we filed the application, a manager had not yet been identified, so that is Mr. Hardy's information.
All right, it's a letter from Ms. Schreckengoss dated March 7th today, indicating that Zachary W. Hardy will be the manager of the location, along with the work history and other information. We'll receive that as the applicant's second exhibit.
Thank you. And applicant's third exhibit, I'm introducing to you a copy of the floor plan. The seating capacity for this location is 94 seats, so we're over the 75 and below the 150 as required.
All right, applicant's third exhibit is a floor plan showing 94 seats, not including bar seats.
There is no bar, service bar only.
All right.
Applicant's fourth is a copy of the menu for the restaurant.
Fourth exhibit will be a copy of the menu. How many locations, other Nando's Peri Peri locations are there?
I'm going to turn that over to Burton Heiss to answer that.
Wait 1 second. I won't steal your thunder there. All right, fourth exhibit is the menu. It's received.
And
Favorably.
fifth and I believe final exhibit is proof of the capital investment. This is an invoice with supporting documentation for a capital of investment just on this invoice alone of over $900,000. The total investment in this business is going to be over about $1.6 million.
All right, we are reviewing a letter dated March 1st of this year. It's from Matthew Whitney, Vice President of Finance for Permanent Stewart Construction. Therein, we have a lien release in the sum of $853,000. It pretty much indicates over $929,000 in capital investment. There's a certification for payment. All right, and it looks like an itemized list of the work to be done and or already done. $918.94. We received your capital investment breakdown as the fifth exhibit.
With that, I'd like to turn it over to Burton Heiss, who's the CEO of Nando's Peri Peri, and he can give you a little bit of background on Nando's and fill you in on how many locations we currently have in Maryland.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Are you Charles B. Heiss, sir?
I am.
All right, and your middle name, you go by Burton?
I go by Burton.
And that's B-U-R-T-O-N?
That is.
Okay, good. Good afternoon. Welcome here to the board.
Thank you.
All right, you are a D.C. resident currently?
I am.
All right, tell me about your prior experience in the alcohol management and the restaurant industry.
I've been in the restaurant industry since I was about 14 years old when I began working for my father in his restaurant, so it is literally a lifetime experience for me. That was actually started in Scottsdale, Arizona. But I've been, prior to Nando's Peri Peri, where I've been about 4 years, I was a vice president for Baja Fresh. Prior to that, I was a director of operations for a number of different concepts, mostly on the West Coast, including Louisa's Trattoria, 17-unit chain, and Pasta Pomodoro, which when I left there, I think it was 12 units.
You have a restaurant in DuPont Circle, or in DuPont?
Just south of DuPont, correct. This will be our 11th location in the greater DC Baltimore area.
You're second in the state of Maryland?
No, in Maryland, we have 3 in Montgomery County, 2 in Anne Arundel County. This will be number 6.
Great.
So your concept is not like dine and dash. You actually put your order in, and then the food is brought to you at the table. What about the alcohol portion of it? Who brings the alcohol?
Sure, we have a bit of a hybrid, if you will. It is technically fast casual in that you pay for your food before you receive it, which would be the definition that would make it fast food or fast casual. We have a lot of full service queues, so food is served on real plates, real silverware. You have a real menu, not menu boards. And after you're ordered, all of the different elements of the meal are brought to you. So whether you order a glass of wine or a beer, or your food, that is all delivered by servers. But you do order at a counter.
So if they want to put in another order for alcohol,
they have 2 different options. They can go back up to the counter and place another order, or those same servers that are delivering food and drinks can also place that order for them and bring a check to the table, just like any full-service restaurant.
Mm-hmm. I've been to the one in Northwest PC.
Any questions, Commissioner Jones?
No.
And the uniqueness is that it's an African-Portuguese kind of fusion.
The brand itself is 25 years old and was started in Rosettenville, South Africa. We now have about 1,030 locations around the world. And so the largest Portuguese settlement outside of Portugal is actually in South Africa. And this is the way they cooked their chicken, and we've now taken that to the rest of the world. Another interesting fact in terms of, as you mentioned, there is no bar. Our average alcohol sales are about 6% of the gross receipts, so it's a fairly small piece of the puzzle.
All right, thank you very much. Any other witnesses, Ms. Schrecken?
Not unless the board would like to hear from the other 2 applicants.
Well, we have a resident,
Yes, you do.
and that's Mr. Thornton
And Ms. Moxley.
and Ms. Moxley as well. No, as long as there's been no material changes to the application, we're happy to.
Your information hasn't changed since the time you signed the application? No felony convictions?
Nope. All right, thank you very much. Anything else?
No, sir.
Commissioners, do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. We'll go off the record.
Yes, it's right by the Hippodrome.
Let's go ahead and go on the record. Decision phase, March 7th, 2013. Charles B. Heiss, Stephen Thornton, and Katie Moxley, Nando's 421 West LLC, trading as Nando's Peri Peri, 421 West Baltimore Street. It's an application for a new Class B beer, wine, and liquor restaurant license under Liquor Board Rule 2.08. Ms. Schreckengast, on behalf of the applicants, entered several exhibits into evidence, including applicants' 3 floor plan demonstrating 94 seats. 75 seats, or required, seating capacity for 75 is required under the rule. Furthermore, a capital investment rundown was also submitted to the board, indicating at this point that $929,000 in capital investment of an estimated $1.6 million. We further heard support from Mr. Yeager from the Baltimore Downtown Partnership of Baltimore, and received a letter from the Retail and Economic Development Manager in support of the application. Mr. Heiss was examined and has indicated alcohol is expected to be 6% of retail sales. There's not going to be a separate bar and lounge area, just a service bar only. Based on everything we've heard here today, we have no problem determining under Article 2B, Section 10202A, that there is indeed a public need and desire for this request, a de minimis impact on existing licensees, a potential uniqueness of products to be offered by your business, a de minimis impact on the general health, safety, and welfare of the community, including crime, traffic, parking, and convenience. So we'll go ahead and approve this application and welcome you to Baltimore. Thank you very much.
Yes, very much.
All right, we're off the record.